Today, I want to talk about the recent casting news of Negan. They casted actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, which is funny considering I was, for a while now, since season 5, I was predicting that Morgan on the TV show would kill, Negan on the TV show would kill Morgan instead of Glenn. Right now, I don't even give a fuck about that prediction. I don't give a fuck about the end of season 6 or fuck about what they do with The Walking Dead from here on out. Well, at least maybe till after No Way Out, of course, because I did some research and looking into the casting of this Jeremy Dean Morgan, and holy fuck, acting-wise, never gonna fucking pull it off. I have no fucking clue what drugs they were doing when they made this casting. No idea. Never before have I ever thought I would be this disgruntled over casting. They completely ruined it. It's done. As far as me reviewing the show, I'll stick with the comic. Reviewing the show, that's done after No Way Out. Done. Look into the actor. Horrible. Horrible. Just absolutely horrible. The shit I seen. I don't even know what they were thinking. Somebody's on drugs. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, fuck. I was researching the wrong guy. I'm just kidding. Listen, complete opposite of what I just said before. I love this casting. Absolutely love it. I was actually, and that was a complete joke. I didn't have the wrong, well, you guys know. Total joke. But listen, I was looking into the actor and everything he'd done. Now, here's the thing. I knew the actor from previous work, especially Magic City. Magic City was where I first noticed him as an actor to keep my eye on. Like, oh shit. Looking back at his acting reel since then, I've seen him in other shit. Nothing else before just like caught my eye as, and this happens too, like Michael Pitt, that's his name, right? The first time I seen him in Boardwalk Empire, I was like, oh, I know this kid. I recognize his face from a couple other movies. By season 2 of Boardwalk Empire, I'll watch anything Michael Pitt is in. He was fucking awesome as Jimmy Darmody. Absolutely awesome. The same thing happened with Jeffrey Dean Morgan when I watched Magic City. Now, it's not all that insane, crazy, action-packed Magic City. It's just his charisma on the show. It was so strong, I knew I wanted to watch other projects he was in. Now that he's in The Walking Dead, I am insanely excited. There's always a possibility he doesn't do good in the role. That's a possibility with any actor. But right now, I am so confident that it's not even a question of will he be good or not. My question is, like, how good will he be? You know, is it going to be a Heath Ledger performance, or is it going to be just like, okay, good? But I know at the very least, it's going to be awesome. At the very least. My only concern, to be honest, is the physique. I want Negan to have that. I want him to be big up top, because in the comic, that's his look. He's a big guy, you know. I know on The Walking Dead, and I know in filming movies and shows, period, you can always play with camera angles, especially if Negan's only in the very last episode this season. Shit, I wouldn't even worry about it. He, physique-wise, they can do shit with the camera angles. You'll never even, he'll look huge the way he should. After this season, he can go to the gym, pack on some weight. But I do know in The Walking Dead, as far as casting, they're not concerned about that because Michael Cutlitz, as far as I'm concerned, he is the perfect choice for Abraham. So what I'm going to say next, do not forget, I still believe he is the perfect choice for Abraham. Me personally, I just wish he would have had more time or hit the gym more for the role, just to be a little more comic accurate. I know it's not a big deal. He just seemed a little more out of shape for someone who could have been in the army. But then again, I'm picturing the comic book Abraham, who was like a fucking bodybuilder. I don't need the actor to be a bodybuilder or to be as big as a bodybuilder, but I have seen a couple images where Michael Cutlitz is going to the gym, working out, and I think that is absolutely great for the role of Abraham. Same thing with Negan. There's time for him to bulk up. And my only second worry, not even a complaint, my only second worry is Negan. I always got the feeling of like a younger, not even necessarily age-wise, younger villain, but younger looking. Negan always just seems to have this, he always seems like he's a guy who's in his 40s, who looks 30. He always had that vibe. Now, I believe in the comic he's actually younger. He's like in his 30s. But on the show, I just really hope that, because all the material I looked at that's recent from Jeffrey Dean Morgan's all like the gray hair and everything, and I know they're gonna dye that out, and that isn't a problem at all. And the age look, now that I hear myself talking about it, isn't a real big deal. It's just my expectations from the comic book coming to the screen. I just expected somebody a little younger looking, but I don't think it would ruin the performance, to be honest. I mean, Andrew Lincoln is older than comic book Rick, if I'm not mistaken, at this point in the story, and it's fine with me. I would never pick a different Rick Grimes on the show other than Andrew Lincoln. I don't want to. Andrew Lincoln is perfect, for Rick Grimes. That could be the same with Negan. I could have these worries and whatever, because it's not meeting my expectations, for me, but the actor could just blow me away like Andrew Lincoln did. So I think he is the best Rick Grimes they could have picked. He's done 100% every single time he's on screen. So this actor could do the same thing. And it's actually very exciting. He doesn't have to worry about his career. All he has to do, and I'm talking about for the future, for the next 10 years, he doesn't have to worry at all. All he has to do is focus on this role and knocking it out of the park, and the future's already sold for him. Andrew Lincoln doesn't have to worry. Melissa McBride has so many fans now from this show alone. She doesn't have to worry. Norman Reedus, he doesn't have to worry. They all could just leave the show tomorrow or get killed off, and their fan base is built to where any project they go to from here on out, their fans will support them. And that's one good thing, too, about having a show like this, because the fan base is so active that, a huge portion of your fan base will follow you to your next project. Look at John Bernthal, for example. I mean, anything that dude's in, I want to watch it, because he did such a good job with Shane. So that's how I feel with this actor. All he needs to do is come give 100% as Negan, and, his future's laid out as far as a career-wise. I mean, that could be a very naive thing for me to say, but I'm talking about as far as the fans are considered. I'm not talking about as far as politics in Hollywood and all that other bullshit, but as far as the fans go, they will come out and support you in your future projects, and that's everything in Hollywood. If you do a good job, the fans will always be there to support you. Once you start slacking and once you start phoning it in, if you notice with actors, this is going off point, but I want to make this point. When you notice actors getting too comfortable and just start phoning it in, they don't give 100%. Fans drop out. A lot of people just assume that people lose interest in actors, and I want to bet 95% of the time it's because the actor starts giving 90%, 60% to their performances, and once they start giving 50% and under, not even trying anymore, the fans jump ship. And that's true with me. I will support an actor fully in everything they do, even if it's something I might not really be interested in, because I love their performances. Like Paul Giamatti, man. I would never watch Sideways. That was something about wine, never interested me. But I love his performances as an actor. I watched it, you know what I mean? So with that said, all he has to do, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, bring 100% to the table. It's perfect. I think the casting is perfect. I think he's going to do a great job. Like I said, from what I hear, he is in officially the very last episode, and we're going to have a discussion. Let me see. What time do we have? Yeah, I got a couple more minutes. I'm going to record a quick discussion about something the actor playing Aaron said on an interview about the last finale. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned. That's going to be coming next. I'm going to record that quick. But listen, now that I rambled, and I didn't even really go into detail on much, but I rambled about my opinion and my confidence in Jeremy. Jeremy? Who the fuck is Jeremy? In Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I am 100% confident. Are you confident in this actor's abilities to portray Negan the way he needs to be? Leave your thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.
Subscribe now.